Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for coming and checking out my video. This is my Parnis Daytona. I've had this watch. I just checked it out. I have had this watch for almost 2 years. It's kind of crazy. I got it on New Year's Eve 2019. So yeah, it's been part of my rotation. This is kind of my grab and go quartz watch. It's always set to the right time. If I need something quick, this is what I grab. So let's get into the review. The case size on this one is 39 millimeters. The lug to lug is 46 millimeters. The lug width is 20 millimeters. And I believe it is 12.5 millimeters tall. So you can see it's obviously heavily based off of the Parnis Daytona. It's a chronograph, and you can see it's got the tachymeter bezel all the way around here. The tachymeter is, I had to look this up when I got this watch, but it basically helps you time how many times you can do something in an hour. So let's say you're doing something, I don't know, you start your chronograph, you start talking about the watch again. You know, it's this one, it's hard to see. I thought it was a white dial when I got it, but it's actually a silver dial. And these kind of sub-dials, they got these polished rings around them. I don't know if that's picking up it or not. But yeah, the polished rings. The hands are beveled nicely. And yeah, the printing is nicely done. The minute track is well done. I have no complaints about the dial. I do have a quality control issue on this index here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little black speck in that loom there. So let's stop this chronograph real quick. So let's say I was talking about the dial all day long, and I wanted to see how many times I could do that in an hour. Well, it took me about 47 seconds to talk about that, and this tells me that I can do that about 77 times in a minute, or in an hour. So that's kind of how it works. It's weird. I don't know when I would ever use it, but I think it looks pretty cool. So it's got that going for it. And this is the Seiko VK Mecha Quartz movement. So it is, you notice that sweeping second hand, even though this is a quartz. So it does 4 ticks per second, I believe. And then it also has the snapback. You can see it pop right into place there. And then it's got the screw down pushers, which is nice. This thing lacks pretty much all water resistance, so I don't know if that helps any or not, but I screw them down anyway. The crown is unsigned in this model. I believe they started signing them, but this one's unsigned. And it is just a push-pull. It's not a screw down crown. Obviously no hand winding because it's a quartz, but yeah, I think the dial layout, it looks really nice. This panda setup, it's pretty cool. I have to admit, I was kind of unsure about this, and then I saw someone actually wearing a real one in person, and I was like, all right, I gotta buy it. And so you can get these all over the place for about 75 bucks, I think, maybe a little bit less. I will leave a link down in the description for one. They're on sale now. But yeah, at 75 bucks, this thing is amazing. It's a sapphire glass, a ceramic bezel, 316 stainless steel case, and bracelet. The clasp on it is actually, it's not a bad clasp, it's just a weird clasp. It's very solid. It's got double pushers on the side here. It opens up, it's all milled. It's actually got some pretty nice work done to it here. But this part here is just very weird. I don't know what they were thinking when they did this, but it's hard to get over my wrist, or over my hand. So once I kind of figured out how to do it, it works fine, and I don't really have any problems with it. This area here, that bump there, they have since filed that down some and made it a smaller bump, and it's more comfortable. Even this one, I never had really any problems with it being uncomfortable. So I think it's fine, especially for the price. like I said, I have no problems with it. It does have 3 micro adjusts here, and it's got the diver's extension, so that's nice that they actually throw that in there. The bracelet is solid 316 stainless. It's got screw pins. Everything worked pretty darn good for me. It does have the protruding end link, so it sits a little bit bigger on the wrist, but it's really not that bad. This one on my wrist are 6 or 7¼ inches, and it looks pretty small on my wrist. So I think if you're debating between this one and the Pagani design, if you have smaller wrists, I might go with this one. Bigger wrist, I might go with the Pagani. But yeah, so this one has been, like I said, this one's been on my wrist for 2 years now, and it's held up really, really well. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this thing off my wrist. These gloves are not making it easy. There we go. And yeah, the glass is perfect. The ceramic bezel is perfect. There's no scratches in it. Obviously, all these polished surfaces pick up scratches like crazy, but you know, you can take some mother's polish to it, or Cape Cod cloth, and get rid of all these little tiny scratches pretty easy. So it's not bad. And the brushed on the bracelet actually looks pretty good. It's got a couple little scuffs here and there, but nothing major. The clasp, again, nothing major. So yeah, I really enjoy this watch, but I feel like it's just a little too small for me now. So I think I'm going to go with the black Pagani design and get this one out of the collection, even though I really like it. And I definitely think you should buy this watch if you have smaller wrists, and if you prefer this minimal branding. I mean, it just says Parnis chronograph. That's it. There's no weird logo. There's no red sport text. There's nothing in it. It looks great. So I think that's pretty much it. I didn't really talk about the loom because it is just horrible. Don't even, just plan on it not having loom and you'll be happy. Yeah, it's bad. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, please let me know. And I'll kind of change up how I do things, or add certain aspects to my reviews. These are the first kind of reviews I'm doing. I'm just kind of blowing through my my collection here, and yeah. So again, thank you guys for watching. Keep an eye out for my next videos, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.